Okay, welcome to the Emily and Michael show. I'm Michael.
My name is Emily.
Yes.
And today we're talking about individual adventures.
Ooh, that sounds erotic.
Yes. So, why are we talking individual adventures?
Well, I would say we are standing for making your relationship as stable as possible and as playful as possible. Stabilization and playfulness and adventures are good for both of it at the same time. They make the relationship more stable and more playful. And we human beings, we are hardwired for some good adventures. We really want that.
Yeah.
So we're craving for that. With good adventures, I mean this kind of adventures which, well, 80% still feel like, yeah, I can manage that. And 20% feel like, oh, I'm out of my comfort zone. You know, and the reason that we came up with that was a question from Blaine. Let me call up this question. So Blaine, thank you very much for your awesome question. And it was, do you guys ever have sex with someone and your partner is not there? And to me, that sounds like an adventurous question of Blaine. What do you think? Yeah, so let's come back and let's answer the question of Blaine. How about you answer it? So do we have sex with somebody else when our partner is not there?
Yes, I do. Do you?
Yes, I do. So, I mean, I don't know if you do because I'm not there.
You know it. We talk about that.
Yes, yes, we do. Yeah, you can ask me something.
What would be examples for good adventures?
All right, yeah, ideally, our life should be full of good adventures. I mean, big ones and small ones. And the big one can be, for example, having sex with this super sexy friends. Or a smaller one, just go dancing on a kinky party like in the very beginning when we met up. Then we were going to the Kit Kat party, you recall?
Yes.
And was it adventurous a little bit?
It's quite adventurous. I fly from London to Berlin to meet a guy I just met once before. Accidentally happened to be you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, for me, the same. I just met this girl once and I was traveling then to Berlin, also by plane, I think. And then we met up to go to this kinky dance party.
Yes.
It's a little bit of an adventure.
Yeah.
Hot atmosphere and so on. Or it doesn't need to have anything to do with sex, actually. It could be like what we do right now, making a live cast, talking about relationship, intimate things on Facebook Live. It's kind of an adventure. Or what we did a couple of months ago, giving up our apartment in the city, moving countryside over here, now having quite a different life. It's also adventurous. So all of this, I would say, are good adventures. And ideally, you have a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can ask me things. That's why I'm here.
So Blaine asked for the for having sex individually. So that falls into the adventure categories.
I think that is falling into the category on the upper level. It's a bigger adventure. And let's make an example. A couple of episodes ago, we were talking about you having a romantic and sex relationship with your English teacher a while back. And I'm bringing up that one for a specific reason.
Okay.
That was actually mostly in the United Kingdom, right?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
In London.
Yeah, I think one time also in Düsseldorf, if I can recall it right. But it was mostly in the UK. And this romantic thingy, I did look up the meaning of romance in the British dictionary, which is which is known for British definitions of words, and they define romance as the inclination for adventure, excitement, and mystery. The inclination for adventure, excitement, and mystery. So your romantic dates over there. Did you feel it was like an adventure? Was it exciting like that?
Yes, it's quite adventure and exciting. He was my English teacher and got quite good body fit and,
In shape.
hot, really sexy.
Okay.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I think adventure is matching there. And did it add to the playfulness in your love? What do you feel?
Yes, I think I feel definitely.
Yeah, so it's adding to playfulness, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what was playful individual sex? What was the question I should ask this way?
Yeah.
What was an individual adventure so you found that playful?
I found playful, actually an adventure on a business trip. And that sounds like cliche, you go to a business trip, have sex over there. It's so cliche. I know. But, these very big companies, they send us on business travels, in that case, more than a month, sending us to another continent. And that usually means you're working very long hours over there in these tiny little cubicles without windows, with 2 people in there. And, you would usually sleep under your desk because you're working so much, but it's too small. So in the evening at night you go back to your lonely hotel room. And this is usually how it goes. But, I was in this cubicle working together with this wonderful female coworker.
Yeah.
And I noticed she liked it when we accidentally touched with our bodies. I mean, cubicle is small, right?
Okay, yeah. Innocently touched.
Innocently touching, right? So I noticed that. So I asked her if she likes it.
So
And-
you ask her straight.
Yeah, I just asked. I mean, why not? And she confirmed she liked it. So we cuddled a bit more, and pretty soon we locked the cubicle door from the inside, and had a good time over there. And we did this quite often in the cubicle or in the park of this big company, and then we involved some more people. So this was really very, very playful, and I think it was very playful to me also because we were beating this kind of monotonous working thing, which we did with this playfulness, with this attitude that we brought to the table by having sex over there. And I mean, we did a really good work. We delivered a good project. Yeah,
That's add up, huh?
exactly. It added to it. So, all was fine. And for me, that was one of the most playful adventures. Yeah,
Sounds really
on the business
interesting
trip.
and hot.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
And then you mentioned that it's playful, adding stabilizing to the relationship at the same time.
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, this kind of adventures, they stabilize pretty much automatically, I would say. Because if you do that, then both of the partners, and especially the one that is not involved at that moment, they have to bring up a lot of trust,
Yes.
a ton of trust.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't think there's something which requires much more trust than your partner is flying off and having an adventure on their own, right? So you have to muster up the first time this lots of trust. Then you do it. Then you see it's all fine. Partner's coming back. It's all great, actually.
Yeah.
And the next time, the trust is still there. I mean, the trust doesn't go away, right?
No, it's already there.
Exactly. So the next time it feels like, yeah, it's okay. And this is when you feel, wow, now we have grown. Now our relationship is rock solid. Now nothing can get to us and so on. So this is a growth factor which makes it more stable. And also you removed a constraint. Technically, I mean, in a lot of relationship, the constraint would be as long as the 2 of us have sex, everything is fine. But if you have sex with someone else without me, then I'm not loving you anymore and I'm leaving you. That would be the constraint.
Okay.
And so, and anyway, I mean, this will happen sooner or later, at least statistically, to at least 75% of the monogamous relationship that happens, that somebody got sex outside. So it will come anyway. And then the constraint is then I'm not loving you anymore and I will leave you. So by removing that, I made the relationship more stable, right?
Yeah, I think the fact is this you outside outside marriage have relationship actually it hurts the marriage not by having sex, by having cheating.
Yes, exactly. That's the thing. You cheat, and so you destroy the trust that your partner put it into you, and that hurts. He is devastated. She is devastated because she brought up all that trust, and you just throw it away for some sex. Yeah. So and sex is not worth that. I mean, sex is not so important. So why not just saying, okay, let's have fun with it, and let's not make it the make it or break it point of our relationship, right?
Yeah. Any tips for how to start the adventures?
I would say start small. Yeah, adventures are great, but start small. I would not say if you are new in your relationship. I mean, imagine a new couple, and actually they're more like monogamous and so on.
Yeah.
And now they say, oh, let's have sex outside our relationship. It will be all fine. Let's try it and dive in head first.
Well, that's a bit scary. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. And you don't want to scare yourself. You want to have these good adventures. 80% feeling like you can control it. Yeah, only 20% outside your comfort zone. So I would say start much smaller. I mean, like we did go to a kinky dance party. See, if you're flirting with somebody else, but you don't touch, you don't do anything, is that fine? Or just by looking at other people naked or when they have sex or whatever it is for you. I mean, this is very individual, but start smaller, do that adventures and feel comfortable with them. And when you feel comfortable, then go further. Then you could do swinging like we do, yeah, where you meet other couples and probably you swap, but probably not. The next bigger adventure would be like the stuff that we sometimes do in the jacuzzi of this holiday resorts, of the clothing optional clubs, where I might be in the one corner and I'm busy with this or that woman, and you are in a completely different corner, busy with somebody else, and we can't even see each other because there's so many people in between, and it's also not that we are swapping because the guy that you are making out with is probably not the husband of the girl that I currently have.
no, most of the time not. Huh?
No, most of the time it's different couples, which I think is news to a lot of people. I can recall under the last video, we also had a comment of a guy who said, hey, it's such a pity that he doesn't have a wife for that. Otherwise he would swap with us. I mean, who says that we are always swapping? I mean, that is also one of these constraints which are, I think, not healthy. I mean, not all the time I would like the woman of a guy that you fancy and the other way around. Right? So why swap? But anyway, going to a jacuzzi with people, that might be a little bit of an adventure, such a resort. And then when you feel comfortable with that, then think about how, individual adventures can work or if they would work or not. And then just muster up the trust and courage to try it out. Small, one day.
Every step, a small step, big
Step by step,
and talking before the step.
Yes. Talking before the step and during the step, it's very crucial.
Yeah, but sometimes just talking also can get really scary. It's, all the imagination and of the word imagination.
Yes. I mean, we learned that. We learned it in all the Hollywood movies, in all of our education. We learned that once we go outside our relationship and do something, then hell will break loose. The world will go under.
Yeah.
And this has nothing to do with reality. I mean, we can believe that, buy into that, and have a self-fulfilling prophecy, and then the world will go under because it's hurting. And because the partner knows it will hurt, he will not tell it, he will not be open, and he's cheating, and that really hurts. So it's self-fulfilling, but it has nothing to do with what happens to couples which are fine with that and talking about that and knowing it's fun. That's why I would say talk to people who actually do that.
Yeah.
I mean, in the last couple of episodes, we mentioned our online platforms, the adult platforms, which are like SDC and Joy Club. And over there are forums, and you find other people, and they do all this kind of things. And you could say, we are interested in that. Did you do that? How did it work for you? What were the traps? What didn't work? And so on. And then you get feedback from real world people like you and me, which have a life like yourself, and they can report from it. Not a Hollywood movie, which needs to be spectacular. The wife needs to nearly kill the husband for being on the business trip and jumping to bed with a coworker, right? So I would say try to get in touch with those people, or drop comments under our videos, communicate with us, and so on. Then you get the feedback, and then you don't have this imaginations which were programmed.
Yeah, from my personal experience, imagination can get very scary. But when I did it anyway, then all of a sudden you find out nothing bad can happen.
Yeah.
Nothing bad happens.
Yeah. And then it's fine.
Always
this is
fun
when you grow.
and everything. Yeah. You kind of like opened.
I love that. I love that attitude.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say let's call it a wrap for today. So this was episode 10 in our season of... Season 1 made of 10 episodes. So we will take a break. We will think a little bit what to improve in this format, what to make different, how to be more useful, and we would love your comments about that, what we should where we should improve on, because we want to add value.
Yes.
And we will come back. We'll notify you. Jump on our email list so that you get a notification when we are back. And you will find our email list on our blog, which is emilyandmichael.tv. In the head of the blog, there is a link, join our love letter. Love letter is our email list. And this is where we will send the notice when we are back, where we are back, what the format will be. And hopefully we can incorporate some of your suggestions by that time. Yeah. So let's say
have fun.
Have fun with your fellow people, like always.
Like always.
Bye-bye.
Bye.